Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 20. We kind of start off where we ended, inside Deku's mind. Him talking to Gran Torino, kind of like a summary of, yep, he's leaving UA. And then we kind of go into him off fighting villains. We have these, people with some sort of enhanced gear going after this woman that does not seem to be any type of villain, but they are shooting at her, and everything is kind of breaking into chaos because it's hard for them to tell who the villains are and aren't. So this woman is walking out at night thinking that she needs to evacuate. She was someone that evacuated late. And she thought everything would kind of just go back to normal, but it didn't. Deku jumps in, saves the day. All Might goes and helps her get out of there, gives Deku some food, because Deku really hasn't been sleeping or eating all of that well. This is when we talk to the two past users of One For All, the second and third user. So the ones that he initially gave the quirk to, the original user. We don't know what their quirks are, but they are kind of facing away because they do not agree with possibly letting All For One live or Shigaraki live, being that they were there, at the height of all the destruction, of all of the power, and everything just getting destroyed. And basically, they were talking about, like, how can you even say this when you were there too? You knew what happened. And obviously, all of these people died young. This is the second user of One For All. We have no idea what his quirk is, but he was talking about, you reached out to me. You saw me when you invaded All For One's whatever. They found him in a room, the original user of One For All, and they reached out a hand to him, and that's kind of where the quirk started, how the quirk initially got passed down. So I'm sure we'll get to learn a little bit more about the second and third user. Learn what their quirks are, but now, as you can see, if I can get to the right panel here, they are all with Deku. So all 8 previous users are all with Deku. They are going to fully let them utilize their quirks, 100%, and hopefully Deku will continue to grow stronger, because as we know right now, he is only at 45% capacity at this point, too. So he's kind of running around. Then we get to see Endeavor, Hawks, Best Jeanist, everybody kind of throwing stuff at Endeavor because they blame Endeavor for all of this. So, if you caught Shigaraki in the first place, none of this would have happened. This is all your fault. And he's like, yes, I understand that. That's why I'm doing everything in my power to stop it. We then learn that there's certain villains that they're hiding. And Shigaraki is also hiding as well. They're all hiding because they believe that All For One wants to fully take over Shigaraki's body. At least that's Hawk and Best Jeanist's general consensus, because All For One right now can't be left alive without, basically life support systems in place, kind of like Darth Vader, if you will, because that's kind of who he's a little bit designed after from Star Wars. And he is not really having it too well. Shigaraki needs to be 100% complete for him to take over, so they figured that they have some time, being that the Doctor is captured. He's the only one that would be able to make Shigaraki 100% complete. So they figure that they have some time, or they know that they're going to come after the Doctor at some point, eventually as well. We then have a new hero called Lady Nagant, who is a human sniper rifle. And her ability, or her goal currently, is to take Deku in alive. The reason that Deku needs to be taken in alive is because the thought is, without All For One being fully able to take over Shigaraki's body, he is not able to take One For All. So right now he needs him alive, so that way he can just have him captured and be ready to get his abilities taken when he gets the chance to. Although it's going to be even harder now that he has every single user. So Lady Nagant's ability is kind of crazy. Essentially, she can make bullets out of her hair to do whatever she wants. She can make them any shape, any size, any type, and shoot them. I believe they said 3 kilometers away. All for One also ends up giving her another quirk, which is like a walking on air quirk. Very similar to Deku's float, you can walk through the air. One of those kind of flying quirks. And we're going to have kind of like an epic battle. So the plan was to separate all of the heroes from Deku. Get rid of Endeavor, Hawks, Night Eye, All Might, separate them from him, even though I don't think All Might would really be able to do anything besides, like, provide him with visuals. So there's probably going to be, like, maybe 3 other villains or something, because All Might got grenaded. A grenade, like, I don't know if he's fine or not, but All Might got a grenade dropped right next to his car and blown up. We didn't see anything happen with Hawks and Best Jeanist or Endeavor, but I'm sure there's going to be a villain there. But the point was to separate all of them, do it in the rain, block out his communications, which she did. She shot his GPS device, so the other heroes that he's with know that something's up, or something's amiss, or whatever. And he is just basically alone. No one's coming to save Deku. She also has Overhaul with him. She thought that he might be useful for something, but Overhaul has no arms and, to my knowledge, is currently quirkless. So unless All for One gives him some sort of healing quirk, which I guess he definitely could give him some sort of healing quirk, or regenerative quirk where he can grow his limbs back, and then use his original quirk again. Either that, or maybe they're going to go after Eerie. I have no idea. We haven't seen Eerie for a while, because she could theoretically reverse all of the damage. That's what I'm wondering, is why are they not utilizing Eerie's powers more? I know she's not fully stable, but Lemillion got his abilities back. Why can't she do the same for Deku's arms, so his arms are fully healed? She could theoretically do the same for Overhaul. She could do it for Eraserhead. She could do it for pretty much anybody as long as they're not dead. Reverse all damages, essentially. Kind of a giant triumph, or I should say, for the heroes. So I'm wondering if they're going to utilize her more, or they realized how much of an OP she is, so they're just gonna like sidestep her. I really don't know. I don't think Eerie's going to play like a crucial part to the storyline anymore, but she may pop back up here and there for special occasions. Which also leads me to believe, why weren't Deku's arms healed initially with that battle with Overhaul? Not that we see Overhaul, and he's kind of reminding myself of that season and that fight again. Where she reversed all the negative effects of One for All, but I guess Deku was using it at full power, so it was kind of like he was injuring himself, but also healing instantly, so maybe it didn't heal him enough to the point where it got back, where it reversed the damage done to his arms. Not really sure with that. So next episode, it looks like we're going to get a big fight. This new villain, maybe a couple of old villains we've seen before, fighting some of the other pro heroes. But that's what's going to be for episode 21. We're winding down. We got 4 or 5 episodes left this season. I think we go to 25. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure we get 25 episodes. And then that'll be it for the rest of the season. So overall, we're going to give this one, solid, probably like a 7 out of 10. It wasn't like super interesting, but we did get some good backstory. We did kind of see, I know they're trying to like show like society being diminished, but I feel like they're not doing the best job of that to a certain extent, because most of us are just like, all right, get to the fight scene. It's one of those typical let's have some epic battles anime. And there really wasn't a lot of that in this episode, but I understand they're trying to give you the backstory, but they're also introducing new characters when they don't really need to, because we're never going to see them again to a certain extent, like this lady with the weird animal quirk, whatever the heck it is. She looked like Snivy from Pokemon, but some sort of snake type thing, maybe. I really don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like. Let me know what you want to see for future anime cartoon related content, and you can look forward to watching the short Nagatoro video tomorrow. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.